If you're like me, one of the funnest things that I love about Plexus is the community we have. We have the most non-judgmental, supportive, accountable cheer squad ever. And when you combine that with what we offer in some of the most amazing products on the planet, I am just so pumped that we get to kick off 2025 in the most supportive, incredible way. With some of the products right now for the next 2 days that we're going to be using at a huge discount. So what I thought I would do is just come in here and I wrote down some of the things that I love the most about the key products that you can get if you don't have on hand. You don't have to, but once you hear all that they do, and when you look at what we have planned and our goals to kick off in January, you're going to see why we love them. You're going to hear why I love them. They chose me to talk. So you guys, you're going to hear what I love and utilize each of these products, have every single one of them in my cabinet, take them with me when I travel. And here's why. So if I look over to the side, it's because I wrote down a few key things on each of the products that I don't want to forget to share with you. So one of the ones that is in the reset, which we're going to be doing a reset, and that is newer and that I can't live without is the Restore. And there's multiple reasons that I absolutely love the Restore. Sorry, my mom was calling. And one of the main ones, the reasons I love it is because the liver. It helps to detoxify the liver. Whenever we detoxify the liver, so many things that people struggle with and spend gobzillion dollars on hundreds of different supplements, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, for some it's not, is because when you detoxify the liver, you're helping just a few things like hormone balance. Who doesn't like that? You're helping blood sugar balance. You're helping beautiful skin. You're helping digestion. You're helping just to feel better all over. The brain fog. So much is impacted by our liver. And the Restore is a gentle yet very effective support of detoxing the liver. Why I love that they added it to the reset, because a lot of times we'll hold on to fat if we're hormonally imbalanced, but another big reason, and it affects our metabolism in such a big way that we hold on to fat, is because of liver congestion. And if you are breathing in today's day and age and you've not done routine liver detoxes, you need it. Just put it that way. Everybody can benefit. But one of the other reasons I love Restore is because it's also supporting the digestion. And we all can use that gut support. We all can use just getting those toxins moving along. And I love when you take the Restore, you have better bowel movements because you're moving junk along. It also helps with metabolism and weight burning because of the berberine and some of the other ingredients, but you can look in all the nerdy details. I've done a video on that, so I have to keep myself from going into the weeds. Those same ingredients help to curb the appetite, help to boost the metabolism. So literally taking Restore is like taking 5 or 6 separate supplements all in one, which is why I like it. And P.S., it also helps with the stress, emotions, calmness, which is why people say they just feel mentally so much better and they don't binge eat as much, because one of the ingredients helps to create the emotional aspect that we often can get when we're emotional. We want to eat. That signal is allayed in the Restore. Okay, that's on sale. The Slim Hunger Control. I love Slim Hunger Control for so many reasons, but specifically I'm talking about it because it's on sale and it's also in the reset, is because Slim Hunger Control has a fiber that stimulates GLP-1, or the GLP-1 is boosted when we take it. So we have the benefits of the blood sugar control. When you control blood sugar, you're controlling insulin. When you control insulin, you're controlling one of the master hormones that the other testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone take their signal from. Also, when you take Slim Hunger Control 20 minutes or so before you eat, it's going to help you to not overeat because you're kind of fuller because of the fiber, but also that blood sugar control balance that we have is going to affect everything from our moods to our hormones and all that comes along in between. But the specific fiber that Plexus uses also helps with GLP-1. Metaburn. I adore Metaburn. When it came out, I actually listened to the video that I made when it first came out and realized again just how much and why I love it. I'm a big proponent of adaptogens. I think that 95.999% or more people could use adrenal support. especially us as women, especially us that are working, especially us that are moms, especially us that are breathing. We can all use that. And Metaburn has some of the top 5 adaptogens. It has more in it, but I'm just referencing them. And adaptogens are basically like maids inside our body, and those maids will do whatever needs to be done. So let's pretend that you had a maid came in and did all your chores, did your laundry, cooked your meals, did everything. Would you have more energy to do more in life? Yes, obviously. Would you be able to focus more in other areas? Obviously. Well, what the adaptogens do that Plexus uses in Metaburn is those adaptogens are like internal maids. So much of what our energy is going to internally, those adaptogens can support. And I love that fact, because why people will have more energy when they're on Metaburn is, number one, the ingredients that they use. But number two, when your body is so fully supported, energy, instead of keeping us alive and going and putting one foot in front of the other, can go to energy. So we feel a lot better. I wrote down a couple things. One, just for example, a fun nerd fact, grains of paradise is from Africa. They've used it for centuries. One of the things it helps do is it can increase testosterone levels, which gives us more energy or more vitality. It's not going to increase them if you don't need them increased. Adaptogens adapt to the body, but if you need them, the body can use it towards that. It helps with digestive health, but it activates our brown fat tissue. And brown fat tissue helps to take the food that we're eating, and it creates a thermal effect that helps us to burn that bad fat, to burn calories, to burn a lot of the fat that we don't want going on. That's just one ingredient. Another one of the adaptogens helps with 21st century stress. 21st century stress is any type of stress that makes your mind feel bombarded. For us, it could be texting, messages, notifications, alarms, all the things that we're doing in the 21st century. So basically taking Metaburn is like saying, oh my gosh, here is some support for the life that you're living in, which we're all born for such a time as this. But Metaburn helps that. One other one that I'll talk about is L-theanine, and that's in several of our ingredients, including active, which I love. But L-theanine is such an amazing ingredient because it helps you have focus. So focus, but at the same time, it helps you be calm. It helps you be alert, but it helps you be chill. And it helps to increase the production of neurotransmitters that just helps us feel zen, so to speak. At the same time, though, keeping us focused. So when you are taking, that's just some of the adaptogens, never mind all the ingredients that boost our metabolism, like grains of paradise is just one of them that increases the brown fat. So we're losing inches, we're feeling mentally better, we're supported for stress-wise, our metabolism is boosted. What's not to love about Metaburn? I personally love Metaburn as a thyroid adrenal support, just because if you look at the adaptogens, not something we can say that Metaburn does, but a lot of those adaptogens do that. So helping us to lose weight while we're being supported. Balance and block. I don't want to get too long here, but balance and block, again, these are all on sale, which is why I'm talking about them. These are all things that will definitely help us to kickstart our metabolism, feel good, but also help our health. So GLP-1 is the rage. Excuse me. And the reason that I love balance or block, and balance you would take 20 minutes before you eat your biggest meal, ideally, excuse me, my throat is tickling. And, but it helps us to keep the blood sugar, hold on. Excuse me. It helps us to keep our blood sugar balanced, which we talked about all the benefits of balanced blood sugar. And it also helps us to carb the cravings for sugar. And if we're eating carbs or we have sugar in our meal, we want to take balance or block with our meal or balance 20 minutes ideally before. If you forget, just take it, because it helps to keep the blood sugar control and negates the insulin spikes that would typically happen when we eat carbs. I also love the fact that it has some of the ingredients that it has, like cinnamon bark and mulberry leaf. They pair so well with Plexus Slim, but I want to highlight an ingredient called the white mulberry leaf that is in that, because that acts like berberine. And one of the hashtags that they say is that it's like a natural Ozempic. It's a natural blood sugar appetite control as well, and keeps that same process going of just not feeling so hungry. A tip that I actually love if you don't take the, you forget or you're not eating a lot of carbs or sugar, you can take 2 Balance at night to keep your blood sugar stable through the night. And a lot of people will stop waking up because often we will wake up if our blood sugar drops. And when you're taking the Balance at night or the Block, and I'm going to touch on Block in just a second, you'll probably sleep better, your blood sugar will stay more stable, and it's good for your health. All those ingredients do so much more. For example, the Block, if you have a hypothyroid, or just if you're alive, basically, I think it's beneficial. I like Block because of the kelp, the seaweed in it, which has naturally occurring iodine, which basically most people could benefit from. I had an example of a gal that was taking Block every night before she went to bed, and her thinning hair stopped and she started growing her hair back in again, because that's often linked to hypothyroid. So if you have a thyroid or you're needing support, Block might be a friend just for that. Take it with your meals to help to keep the blood sugar and the carbs from having an effect of turning to fat like they could, but also you're doing so many other health benefits, just like with every Plexus product. So these are things you might want to stock up on for the new year, or these are things you may already be using and love. Tell us if you're using them, what you love, and I'm going to post the incredible sale that's on till the end of the year. Can't wait to kick off 25 Hard with you. See you later.